you doing, sir? My name is John Duarte. I'm the Chief Probation Officer here in Burlington County.
Yes, hi, how you doing?
I'm doing all right, Ken.
So this whole situation, what's it based off? Where is this complaint or whatever it is coming from?
So we want to alleviate a situation, what's happening right now. That's why we want to have a conversation, because you're doing great with us, and we don't want anything to happen. I usually do administrative hearings because I don't want to go to a violation. I want to go to anything where I could just have an opportunity to have a conversation with you. It's regarding contacting judges and everything.
I'm not contacting judges. Who said I'm contacting judges?
Yeah, well, there's actually some, was there an investigation from the U.S. Marshals?
No, U.S. Marshals?
Did they come out to your home? Did they come out and talk to you about anything in regards to that?
No U.S. Marshals ever came to my house.
No one came out at all to talk to you about anything in regards to you contacting federal judges?
No? What are you talking about?
No, I'm just asking. That's why I
when was it? Who told you this, and when did this apparently happen?
No, I'm just investigating this, having this conversation about it. Right? That's why
I know, but you and I, if you want to have a conversation with me, you got to be on the up and up, not this.
Yeah, no, I am.
But but let me finish. Let me finish.
Let me have a chance. Right, please. And and that's the thing is, and also, like I said, you're doing well with us, and I want to make sure you continue doing well.
I'm not. Yeah, but I don't need somebody to be my father, my mother, or anything else. I'm a grown man. No, I'm a grown 50-year-old man.
Yeah.
And if you want to have this conversation, then you have to be honest. And because I'm honest.
If I get an opportunity to talk to you about it right now, then I could be. Can I have a moment?
Go ahead.
Please? All right. So it came up on social media and everything, and that's where we're getting the information and everything. Based on that, we have understanding that the U.S. Marshals may be going through because it's a federal judges that are being based on social media that we posted.
I have no clue what you're talking about. Nobody's contacting me. I don't know. This is why I'm asking you questions when you're saying these things. Because
that's why we have to have a conversation. We need to have a conversation.
We don't need to be in person. We can talk on the phone about this. I don't need to be.
No, but the thing is, when I have an administrative hearing on this, that's why I wanted to bring you in person. But I did decide to do it on a format where we can actually do it on Teams.
Listen, no disrespect. My rights in this country protect me. You and nobody else has the right to bring me down or to force me to come down or force me to go do some Zoom or whatever you guys want to call it to talk about what I have a First Amendment right to do and speak on any media, social site, whatever. I have the legal right, and there's nothing I do wrong. There's this whole escalating thing. This is craziness, and you guys should know this, and you should know I have an attorney involved. At the end of the day, there's nothing I've done wrong. I haven't threatened anybody.
So I agree. But this is what I'm telling you. This is what we found. We were notified and everything, and then we have to address it.
Well, then you guys have to provide me.
Because of the charges and everything that you were involved with beforehand, and got us, you put us into, because now you were supervisor in this county.
Well, guess what? Those charges that went against me are bogus. I was forced into the pleas, I was forced into the sentence, and guess what? There was never stalking. I never threatened anybody. I've never done anything. So,
Sir, but right now, that's why you're with us right now. And look, like I said.
Right, and I have my freedom of speech, correct? I have freedom of speech, yes or no?
Now I'm answering your question. So this is what I have to know, because right now, I'm really trying to alleviate a situation, all right?
What is
and I don't want...
Okay, all right, so when...
I'm honestly, Jason, listen, I am looking in your best interest. Trust me. That's why you have a great officer that really enjoys working with you.
She is, absolutely.
Yeah, and we want to make sure you're good. That's the whole thing.
I'm fine.
Right now. That's why I have to have a conversation with you.
No, this is why you have to provide me with documentation that you've been provided with, so I can be able to talk to my attorney and say, is this legit or not? You're not going to just have me come in and talk to me on some Zoom or anything unless you have a factual basis. No, let me finish. Unless you have a factual basis. I'm not 10 years old. I'm 50 years old, and I'm very aware of my rights. So I try to talk to you, but you want to talk over me instead of answering the question.
No, Jason. That's why I want to have a conversation with you, Jason.
All right, so what documentation were you supplied that gave you any indication I needed to be spoken to?
Because what we have to do, we have to adjust the social media post that you put it on there to prevent any other police courts or any other matter.
No, you don't. You guys show me proof I did something wrong first. That's the first step here. What is it that I've done wrong?
Right now, I'm just telling you, this is what we want to do.
I don't care what you want to do. You're not understanding. You don't have, this isn't a personal opinion here. This is under law. Now, if I can talk to you calmly, I'll talk to you calmly. But if you're going to cut me off every time I try to ask you or say something back to you, then it's not going to be a cordial conversation. So I'll ask nicely, and I'll start this over. What can you provide me that will allow me to read it and make a conscious decision that I can agree with you that I might have done something wrong you need to speak to me about? What can you provide me?
The matter is that it was posted on social media. We were contacted by police, by the U.S. Marshals, and they're asking us, we're adjusting the matter because we don't want this to go any further for you to get charged.
So what is actually the reason that I need you to provide me what this U.S. Marshals complaint is?
The U.S. Marshals a complaint that you posted on social media regarding their judges. I said that before.
And okay, about what? That you think you would have you have the right to.
That's what landed you here with us.
No, it did not. You're making accusations. You don't know what landed me.
No. We got an order from Ocean County to place you to come here to be supervised.
No, you didn't get that from Ocean County. You got it from Cumberland County. Ocean County has been. Ocean County nothing should have come from Ocean County because they were conflicted out of everything. Okay. In 2015, so you shouldn't have anything.
In other words, it came from Cumberland and Ocean to us, right? That's what it came from. That's the path. That's where it started in Cumberland and went to Ocean and came to Burlington County.
It actually took place. The situation took place in Atlantic County, and then got transferred to Cumberland County, where it should have never been sent. And they're the ones that get involved. This came about because the conflict of interest that was an order signed by Marlene Ford, the assignment judge at the time, conflicted out the entire vicinage. So then I got moved to Atlantic County. They should have nothing to do with it, but these judges kept going and conspiring back and forth, and we have the Oprah emails to show it. And they were creating all this over and over again. So they pushed me down the rabbit hole. Now you're telling me that. So what you got. You're trying to refer this back to stalking judges? Is that what you're saying I'm doing?
What I'm trying to do is trying to not to get to that level. That's why we have to have a conversation about it because U.S. Marshals are already advised that social media you're focused on that regarding their judges. That's all I'm doing.
On what ground? Okay, here. We can move further. All right, in this process, if I get a copy of what you're talking about. Without a copy of what you're talking about, you have no legal authority to do anything.
I have authority just to actually have a conversation with you.
We're having a conversation right now.
Yeah.
And I have asked you in conversation, can I have a copy? I have asked you. See, you're going to talk over me. It's not going to work. I have asked you numerous times now for a copy of what the U.S. Marshals gave to you because I have a legal right, okay, to be able to see that and bring it to my attorney. You are denying me my constitutional rights right now by telling me no.
Yeah.
Due process.
Yeah, and that's when I'm trying to avoid all that.
No, you're not. You're not. My due process is you providing me with the documentation right now. You're not going to keep talking over me like I'm a child. I tried to say we can talk, but you were denying me over and over again, saying you have the right and the authority to talk to me. No, you don't. Not unless you provide me with a letter or something that the U.S. Marshals are telling you that I'm doing wrong. There's nothing I've done wrong.
I know my assistant chief, she did try to talk to you and everything.
No, she did not. She said this is so things don't get escalated. I have not escalated anything. So then she withdrew that and said that's not what she meant. So then I asked her nicely, okay? I said, well, then what do you mean? And she wouldn't tell me. Then she got nasty with me and told me I have 30 seconds. She's going to hang up on me. I hung up on her. Like, who is she? Like, that's not professional.
But the thing is, we're trying to have this conversation. We're really trying to avoid others. What I'm going to do is, what I can do is I can end the conversation. And I just want you just to think about it. Because I don't need time to think. We need to, this conversation is fine right now. I've asked you to provide me, to give you for you to have authority, I need to see what this authority is about. You're not telling me anything. You're actually comparing. You're going to cut me off again. You're actually comparing, saying that this whole stalking thing, and that's what they're worried about because what I did back in the day, which never happened to begin with. But you're comparing it to that, and then you're saying no. So then just show me what you're talking about. I need something in writing. That's due process right there. Not you call me and tell me I have to come to you guys or I have to go on a Zoom meeting. No, that's not how it works. You're wrong. Well, and probation. I could do, we have administrative hearings just this month with the supervisors, chiefs, and everything like that, just to really try to de-escalate, try to make sure things are okay. I hear your point of view. I hear what's going on, and what can we do going forward? The U.S. Marshals, I'm just letting you know, they did report that to us and everything, so I have to address it.
And you said that the U.S. Marshals came. You asked me if they came to my house and spoke to me. So that's.
Yeah, I thought they were part. Did they do an investigation or anything? That's why I got to have this conversation. I got to know what's going on.
Why would you ask me if the U.S. Marshals?
Because they're usually when they do reach out to us or something like that, and it's reaching out to the courts and telling them, hey, this is what's happening and everything. I would ask you that if they're coming to your home. So if that's not the case and everything, that may charge you, or they may not charge you. I don't know. I just want to have a conversation.
Did you say charge me?
Because of the situation.
I didn't hear what you just said. Did you say charge me?
If they decide to, yeah.
With what? I'd ask you.
That's why I want to have a conversation with you. All it is trying to find out what's going on. But
then you should find out what's going on first before you harass me and violate my rights over and over again. Wouldn't it be smart on your part as a professional to go back and say to U.S. Marshals, I need documentation of what you're accusing him of actually doing? Yes or no?
This is what we're going to do. I'm going to end the conversation because what I wanted to do is try to really, if they had reached out to me, I would say, hey, he's complying, he's doing what he has to do. So right now, what we're seeing right now is they just reached out to me.
I'm standing up for my rights as a citizen.
Okay, you can stand up. You definitely could do it. You can do it.
I just asked you a question. You're telling me you want to talk to me, but you don't have anything, no documentation or anything from the U.S. Marshals of anything I've done wrong, right? And that's what you're saying?
But I also could say, as a chief probation officer, I could have an administrative hearing because based on a situation that's happening right now, and I have to have a conversation with you, which was reported to me by the U.S. Marshals of postings that you posted.
So then please send me, I'll give you my email. You can email me exactly what you got, that they're complaining about my posts. Because I know for a fact I've done nothing wrong with my posts.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. We'll be reaching out.
Are you going to send me a copy? Or so you're going to set me up now? You're going to go back now, and you're going to tell them I'm not cooperating.
No, I'm not saying that. We're going to give you an opportunity. You're coming down the 27th. We can have a conversation.
No. I'm not. No. This is not going to. I'm going to come down the 27th to talk about my probation. I'm not going to be talking about anything else.
This is part of your probation.
No, stop. I'm letting you know now, so you don't have to wonder. There will be no conversation between you and I about anything else. It would be me coming down to talk to my probation officer. Right now, you are refusing to supply anything from my due process, protecting my rights.
Okay. But right now,
you don't know the law then, right?
No. We're going to end this right now. Thank you very much.
We're going to end it because you say.
No, we're ending it right now. We're going to have a conversation.
I
try to bring you in to have a conversation.
You have an obligation to supply me with a documentation of any complaints. Do you understand that? I mean, you want my attorney to call you? He'll just laugh in your face.
Well, if you would like to have your attorney call me, you can call me.
Well, it's cost me money. So you're going to pay for that?
No. I mean, we can have a conversation. All I want to do is have a conversation about the. Hello?
So I'm here.
Okay, I thought you hung up.
No, let's have a conversation right now. What do you want to have a conversation about?
No, well, I just gave you an opportunity. We just wanted to bring you in, but right now.
Why do you have to bring me in? Why do you have to bring me in?
So I can have a conversation about what's happening.
I'm trying to talk to you, but people are going to hear this conversation. They're going to realize the validity behind it. I've asked you numerous times. So you got to bring me down there or do a Zoom. We can't have this conversation on the phone. Why would that be?
Because I have your staff, I have my staff here and everything. There, we're going to have a conversation. What can we do to alleviate it? Look, this is what I'm going to ask you to do. If there's any posts, stop putting posts out. I'm not stopping this. I don't know what you're talking about. You have not provided me anything saying the U.S. Marshal said this or that. So right now, what we're going to do is I'm just going to end it right now.
What? No, I'm asking you, what is wrong with the post?
Posts are they're harassing. They're posting. From my understanding is.
So whoa! Your understanding. Whoa! So this is just a verbal.
Harassment. No, this is
just a verbal. So no. You just said from what you understand. That means somebody called you and harassed you to harass me because you don't have anything that's
It's based on cyber harassment and everything. And
what harassment? I've asked you over and over again. What is the harassment? What harassment?
And I said earlier, it's from our judges.
Oh, okay, but I have not harassed any. I have not harassed any judges, and you can't provide any conversation or literature or anything. You haven't even given me an answer.
Okay. Well, we're going to have to wait up until...
What harassment?
We're going to wait on to...
what is my harassment?
The U.S. Marshals get involved and everything.
Sir,
They'll reach out to you and
sir,
everything.
what is... what is the harassment?
And I said it's based on cyber
of what?
harassment and
That's
everything
just a verb.
federal judges. And I said that's what from the U.S. Marshal.
That's all you heard. So they
me.
didn't give you an answer. They just told you he's harassing him. And you just said, okay. You didn't ask him why? You didn't think, well, Mr. Samaritano has a right to due process. You didn't ask that. You're just going to call me up and harass me.
Right now, we're trying to alleviate the situation by having a conversation. So
you don't want to have a conversation. I'm going to tell you, I'll be nice and fair to you right now. My next step is filing legal actions against you. If you don't want to come forward, because it's all recorded, you don't want to come forward and have a conversation. You just want to violate my rights and say, Jason, we're going to talk to you about your posts. What posts? I don't know. From what I was,
I stated that the folks from the national, I'm just saying, the folks we were advised by the folks from the U.S. Marshals that there are posts on their federal judges. That's it.
Okay, and I told you there's not.
And we don't want this to lead to another situation that what happened with our judges.
So that's a threat. So that's a threat. So that's a threat.
Well, we're trying.
Nothing ever happens to judges.
Where you could get
nothing ever happens to judges.
All right. Okay.
Again,
all right, then.
What did the U.S. Marshal? Who's your U.S. Marshal contact? Who's the U.S. Marshal contact? So I can call
No, we're not going to answer that question right now. So we will be reaching out to you. We're going to have.
Guess what? I'm going to get a change of venue out of this vicinage right now because now you guys are colluding with them. You don't have any valid reason to be even contacting me. You're violating my First Amendment rights, my Fifth, my Sixth. How many more do you want to violate? You cannot be. I'm not a pushover.
Thank you.
I got to raise my voice because you don't listen. Because when I try to talk to you, you talk over me, and you don't want to have a conversation. You want to tell me how it is. You're not going to tell me how it is. You want to be an adult. I'll be an adult. I'll take a step back. I'll calm down, and I'll talk to you. But you have to promise you're going to have.
We're trying to do it, but I think right now we're not getting anywhere.
We're not going to get anywhere. Listen, the 27th, I'm not going to be talking to you. I'm not going to talk to you.
Thank you. Well,
so why don't you want to have a conversation? Let's have one now.
I've been trying to do that, sir. But thank you very much.
I'm going to shut my mouth, and you go ahead. I'll shut my mouth, and you can tell me.
Sir, thank you very much.
But you can't provide me with any documentation whatsoever. You just, from what you get out of it, U.S. Marshal saying I'm harassing judges and a federal judge.
Thank you very much. I will
what
be reaching out to you.
What documentation? You sound foolish that you can't even answer these questions.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to be filing charges against you. You're absolutely welcome. You're absolutely welcome for dragging yourself into it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely. You're welcome.